What's up creatives, Seb here. In today's video, I'm showing you how to post high quality Instagram Reels in 2022. Now quick disclaimer, if you watched this video back in 2021, then keep watching because I've completely changed all of the settings so you can get the highest quality Instagram Reels. Now I'm going to try and keep this video as short as possible, but to break it down for you, there are three main steps you need to be following. The first step is having the correct sequence and export settings for your video. The second step is using a compression software to compress your video to reduce the file size so Instagram doesn't lower your video quality. And the third step is activating a secret setting in the Instagram app so you can upload higher quality Instagram Reels. So now I've broken this video down into three main steps. Let's head over to the computer and do step number one. All right, everyone, welcome to the editing desk. If you are new here, then do consider liking the video and subscribing if you haven't already, but let's jump right into step number one. So like I said, it's all about getting the correct sequence settings as well as export settings. So go ahead and open up your editing software of choice. The one that I'm using is Adobe Premiere Pro. So here you can see I've already opened up a project. So this one is completely finished. But first, before we export, we want to make sure we've got the correct sequence settings. So to do this, all we have to do is head over to the sequence button right here, select sequence settings, and it will open up your sequence settings. Now you can change this whenever you want when you have your project open, but the main things you want to keep is 1080 horizontal and 1920 vertical. What this will do is create a 9:16 aspect ratio, which is the correct aspect ratio for Instagram Reels. Now when it comes to FPS, it completely depends on what format you're shooting in and which location you're shooting in. Now typically, if you're in Europe or the United Kingdom and Asia, you'll be shooting at 25 FPS. So I've set my timeline to 25 FPS. However, if you're in the United States, then you typically shoot at 30 FPS. So make sure you're setting your timeline to the exact same FPS that your camera or that your video is shot at. Now, as far as the sequence settings go, we're pretty much done, but I do one extra step to increase the quality. That's adding an adjustment layer to my clip right here. So what I've added to my adjustment layer is my color grade as well as extra sharpness. So if we disable this right here, you can see it's flat, and if we re-enable, you can see that it's color graded and it's added sharpness. So to do this, add your adjustment layer, go to Lumetri Color, add your grade, and then under the creative section right here, you want to add some sharpness. So I've added 25% sharpness. This is optional, but I just have it a little bit extra sharper, and then you're pretty much good to go to export your video. So from here, go ahead and press Ctrl M, or you can go to File, Export, Export Media. All right, now for your export settings, the first thing you want to change is make sure you have your format as H.264. Now underneath the preset section, you can see Reels/TikTok vertical video. Now you won't have this because this is my own preset for my Instagram Reels. So if you want to go ahead and download this as well, I'll leave a link to that in the description down below. So all you have to do is press on this button right here. You can import the preset and then you can start exporting your videos super quick. Now, if you want to just enter in all of this information manually, I'm going to show you all of the settings you need to change. So once again, make sure it's format H.264, then underneath preset, it will be match source high bitrate. Now what you want to do is go to your video tab right here, and then the first thing you want to make sure is that your basic video settings are your width 1080 and your height 1920. Sometimes it will randomly change it to a complete different sequence, which is going to be completely wrong. So to fix this, you can untick this box and then manually input 1080 by 1920. But for me, that's completely fine. So I'm going to make sure that my frame rate is correct, and then all of that is the same. We now want to tick render at maximum depth. And then we want to go all the way down to our bitrate settings right here. And we're going to change it from VBR 1 pass to VBR 2 pass. And we're going to set both of them to 8, just like that. Now for the video settings, we're done, but we want to select use maximum render quality. For your audio settings, you just want to make sure it's AAC, and then you want to make sure that it's 48,000 Hertz stereo. And then for your bitrate settings, 320. And now for the final setting you want to change is head over to your effects section right here, scroll all the way down until you get to loudness normalization. And then we want to change this to ITU-BS. We're going to put our target loudness to -14, our tolerance to 0, and our max true peak right here to -1. Now, the reason why you're changing this is because it's going to put a little cap on your audio so it never peaks over the red mark. So sometimes you have peaking audio and it sounds absolutely terrible. Well, this setting right here is going to cap that so your audio always sounds great. So now you change all of these settings, all you have to do is export your video, and then we're going to head over to step 2. Okay, so now we've exported our video. What we want to do now is compress it even further to reduce the file size so Instagram can't compress it and lose all of our video quality. So here you can see we've almost got a 17 megabyte video for a 16-second clip. Now obviously this is pretty big, so what we're going to do is open up a software called HandBrake. It's completely free to download. I'll leave a link to that in the description down below. And all we have to do is just drag in our video file right here. So if I put that there, drag it in just like that. It's now going to import our video. As far as the settings go, is we want to go to our presets, scroll all the way down until we get to production and select production standard. Now what we want to do is tick web optimized align AV. For dimensions, you just want to make sure that it's 1080 by 1920. Then for the filters, what we're going to do is go to the de-interlace and we're going to select decomb. Then we're going to go to the video section right here. We're going to change our constant quality to 9. Then for our encoder preset, we're going to set it all the way to placebo. We're going to set to variable frame rate just like that. And then for the encoder level, we want to change it from auto to 4. And then the advanced options, I'm actually going to leave a little text for you to copy in right here. And that's the text that you want to be using. So I'll leave this text in the description so you can go ahead and copy that. And then from here, we're just going to choose our file location. So I'm going to leave it in the same file that we just had. So this section right here, add it in there, press that, press save, and then do start encoding. Now you can also save this as a preset. So up here, you can see I've got the Reels and TikTok preset. So then I can just click on that and then I don't have to enter in all of the settings manually. Now we're going to wait for this to encode and then I'm going to compare the videos with you in just a moment. Okay, so now the compression has completed. This is the original file right here. It's 16.71 kilobytes for a 16-second clip. And then this is the compressed version, which is 5.529 kilobytes. So it's reduced it by 3 times, which is absolutely amazing. Now I'm going to put it side by side right now so you can see that the quality is the exact same, but all it's done essentially is just reduce the file size. So now Instagram won't compress it even further. Okay, so now you've done step 1 and step 2. Here's step 3, the secret setting you need to change on Instagram. So start off by grabbing your phone, head over to your Instagram profile, click on the burger menu, select settings, go to account, and then data usage. You'll now see a button called high quality uploads. Make sure that is selected, and now you're gonna have high quality uploads when it comes to posting to Instagram Reels. I hope this video did help you out. Don't forget, if you wanna download my Premiere Pro export settings, you can do that in the description down below. I'll leave a link to that so you can download it. I hope this video did help you out. If it did, smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.